Hello everyone, this is Spencer here, and this is my development log number 2 for my Snap and Shoot application, which is a scheduling app for photographers and clients for them to book their next photographers. On this sprint, I focus on working on the cloud database, which is more of the back end of the, the application. My goal was to connect backend to a cloud database, hard code functions in the backend, connect the endpoints from the backend to the front end so they can send and handle API requests and communicate with each other. And these are this the things the cards listed on the sprint backlog are probably gonna be moved to the next sprint since this sprint is done. But I structured the sprint in to be able to create, read, update, and delete first, which are the core requirements. And then I gave myself some stretch challenges, which is to make user authentication and storing URL photos in the database and rendering it in the front end, which I was able to do. And I'm pretty proud of it. And so I just moved some of the cards here before recording since I just finished it, but I'm gonna give a brief introduction of the app. So here's my app right now. And on the previous development log, you can access a lot of things in the navigation bar, but now you should have a token in it in order to access some of the menus. So let's log in right here and let's sign in. It's taking a while because of the recording. So we don't have an account yet. So let's create an account. Let's name this Sched-and-Shoot sched@gmail.com, and let's say the password to be shoot with a capital uppercase S, and the O's will be replaced by zeros. And then let's choose a file. I resorted to choose a file here for some easier purposes since I haven't really made the test cases. So let's choose this image right here and register. It will alert the user that the user has been registered. So let's say sched@gmail.com, and let's say we didn't uppercase the S. It's going to say account is not registered, but let's now uppercase the S with the zeros, and it will log in and it will say welcome Rafada. It's saying I'm planning to change this to the name in the future, but right now it's saying the email because I just created this dashboard route. And as you can see, there's more menus on the navigation bar. And you're familiar with the photographer from the previous application, but I'll show you the things that I did for creating, reading, and updating, deleting photos. So this is the core requirement for this sprint, which I started doing first. So let's add a photographer. So this is Sched, shoot. Let's say Sched is 25 and he's from Hawaii. And then let's add another photo here. Let's choose a random photo here. I'll do this. And then let's say add. So Sched has been added. It's gonna refresh. So it's gonna during the refresh, the React hook, which is the use effect, will fetch the set of data once again. And we can see Sched-and-Shoot is registered as a photographer. And let's remove Bob. This one I just did the first name. So let's say delete. And right now, there's still no data fetch, as you can see in the console. It's taking a while since since the MongoDB is slow. I use MongoDB for the cloud database, and as you can see, Bob has been removed. And if we wanna modify a photographer, let's say Neil Rafada, which is I wanna use my preferred name, which is Spencer. Let's say modify. Then still taking a while. But from our back end, we can see some things going on here, which is my backend terminal. And then we can see Spencer's here. And for my stretch challenges, I wanted to implement some authentication, which I showed you earlier. My authentication is not that safe since the token that is generated is not a random generated token, and it can easily be uh, scraped or hacked. So I'll show you one more feature before we go under the hood. So we can go to a profile. The profile will fetch the data from the database again as of users. So Spencer Rapada is here. So, oh, what? Oh, okay. So I know what happened here. So on my code, on the app, instead of doing, I had a problem earlier. I'm doing session storage to be able to pass email in each component. And the problem is, I didn't realize it on the dashboard, which is here. The problem, I didn't realize that it should be Sched, which should be here, is because this window has been here since a while ago when I was doing some retakes on the recording. So let's restart the window. And let's go to localhost 3000 again. So that's the reason why, because I forgot to, uh, it's stored in the session storage of the session. That's one of the downside. That's one of the bugs that I'm working on. Sched@gmail.com, and then let's say shoot again. So now it'll say Sched. Let's go to profile. So it will display the profile card of Sched. And if I want to edit his name, let's say his first name's not Sched, schedule, and his name's misspelled, so shoot. And let's change the password to lowercase s. And we want to change the image. Let's say this one. It's a code. And then it will submit it. Profile has been updated. And then it will show the profile card over here. Schedule shoot, sched@gmail.com. Let's see what's happening under the hood with the image. So the image is null. So let's go to our edit profile component. And I think I know the reason why. It's taking a while. Sorry about that. So, okay. So I did not pass the image here, which will be sent, which will be given the post request to the backend. That's why it's null over here. So let's redo that again. I don't want to record again. So let's edit profile. Let's say we want to do it again, and let's do the uppercase again. And then let's change the image. Let's submit. It will direct us back in there. And there you go. That's one of the features. So let's go on the code. Like I said a while ago, I used Axios for sending data to the backend from the front end. So that's pretty straightforward in the front end, but on the back end side of things, on the server, I use these routes. And we'll go to the routes. I use profile for profile routes, authentication for sign-in routes. And let's go to the routes for authentication. And then I imported a bunch of functions again from the controller folder. And let's go to register first, sign in. I'll just show a sign in. Right now, it's not really the users are just collected from a collection, which is not the safest route for MongoDB Atlas. You should have I should create users and give them access. This one has just everything. So this is the token I'm generating, and if that's the wrong token, you can't access the other routes from here. So let's say I'm gonna log out, right? So we're gonna be directed to the front page, the localhost 3000, and I wanna go to dashboard, and it's gonna prompt us to sign in because we don't have that token. Because once we click the log out, it will remove the token from session storage. And basically, that's everything that I've added on this application, and that's my development log. Thank you.